Hello everyone and welcome in a new tutorial. So today we will try and recreate the effect that you've seen in the beginning of the video, and to do that we will use animation nodes add-on. Or before beginning, I advise you to check this channel Blue Fox Creation to learn more about animation nodes. He provides many tutorials about various effects in Blender using animation nodes, so go ahead and check him. I've learned a lot from this channel. So to start, I will be using this model that I've downloaded from Sketchfab. It's from Thomas Flynn. So to start, I will use self fracture effect. So click on F3 and type in self fracture and click OK. Don't worry about all these settings. I've already done that. So as you can see here, I have applied the self fracture and these various fractured particles have been yielded. So to start working on this, I will extend a new window here and go browse into animation nodes. So you have to install the add-on first to have this window. So click on it and a workspace similar to shader editor will show up. So click on a new, and I will be hiding this for now. So what we will do is we will select all these parts and click on M and move them to a new collection. We'll name it parts. Click OK. So next we'll bring this window by clicking on N and go to this AN window. So as I've said, you click on a new ID key and name your ID key. So I will name it parts as the collection. Click on OK. So what this does is that when you select all these and click on it and again, this new ID key will show up and you should click from current transforms. This will store the information about the individual fractured parts. Will store its location and it will help us to apply and generate that effect. So to start here in the node tree editor or the animation nodes workspace, we will add a object info. You can find it here by clicking Ctrl A, click object info, or no, it's not object info, collection info, sorry. Collection info, like this, and browse into your collection. So click on parts, like that, and we have our collection like imported. So we'll have these three sockets. We'll search for matrix output. It's behaving like our output node. So we'll link the objects into this object matrix output. So as you can see here, we've lost the information of our fractured parts locations. To fix that, we will make use of our ID key that we've created. So type ID, object ID key, and link the objects into this node and choose parts. After that, we will link the matrices socket into the matrix object matrix output socket. As you can see here, we have retrieved the locations of our fractured parts. After that, we will try to control these parts individually. To do that, we will search for offset. There are many ways to offset a matrix here, so search for offset matrices and plug it here. So we have control over the location, the rotation, and the scale. So if we translate it over the X, it will be moving like that, or the Y. Able to control the translation, the rotation of the individual particles, as you can see, and the scale, like that. So to have that effect, what we will do, we will be having to control the fall-off of these settings. So we'll search for we'll try first with a noise fall-off. So we'll plug the fall-off into fall-off input. As you can see here, nothing is happening. We'll try to parse in 0 here in the scale, so we will be able to change the seed here. So as you can see here, when we change the seed, look at this effect that it's happening here. You can also change the types of the noise, but we will not be using this fall-off. What we will use is object controller fall-off. This will allow us to control the fall-off using an object from the scene. I will be using an empty sphere, so I will scale it up a bit and click on this drop button here, so the empty will be automatically brought into the controller fall-off. So when we move it like this, you see that the effect that we want is started appearing here. So as you can see here, these cool effects we started having the effect that we want. To add more things to it, what we can do is to play around with the rotation. The way to do it is add a transform output. No, transform input. It's really hard to remember all the settings and the nodes here, so the more you practice, the more you remember them. So click the same way here, on this drop button, and when you link the location into the rotation, this direction to rotation will this node of direction to rotation will automatically show up. So this will transform the translation of the empty into a rotation information, so it will be easy or convenient for the offset matrix to control the rotation. So when we move it up, you can see that the fractured parts are rotating before they are disappearing. This is really cool effect that will give more aesthetic looking for your animation. Another thing that we can do also is to change the type of fall off here. So for example, you can change it to quintic, for example, and this will change the type of the animation. You can also change it to exponential maybe, and it will change the type of animation. There are many, maybe elastic. It will be adding this pop-in effect to the animation. So if you want to animate this, you can keyframe the position of it. For example, we'll insert keyframe here and go to position 141, and let's put it, for example, here, and insert another keyframe, and let's play the animation. Let's try and change it to quintic. So I think that's it, guys, for this tutorial. I hope that you learned something from it. I might be dropping other animation nodes tutorial. If you like it, tell me in the comments. So thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one, inshallah.